about 1.1 million, and in the last quarter,
over 100,000 in revenue.
Have about $90,000 in generated.
Say about 80K in revenue.
It's about 70K.
In the first 6 months, we sold as a company about 1.1 million. And in the last quarter, where we've been working with Matthew and FPG, we outperformed that number in a quarter. So we sold 1.2 million in the last quarter, and that's just Blake and our only two salesmen are Blake and Sean. That's a testament to those two guys and their commitment to this whole plan, and testament to obviously the plan in general being a positive one and everything that FPG has provided for us. In my personal time, I think I've won about 4 or 5 deals against people that were 10 to 15% cheaper. On a scale of 1 to 10, my confidence in hitting the sales goals was probably a 3 when I first started. Never run a sales team before, so been a coach for a long time and played athletics, so I was pretty comfortable in that area, but understanding really how to translate it into coaching these guys into a field that I didn't have a lot of experience in was definitely nerve-wracking. And now, I mean, I do feel like I'm at a 10. I mean, I'm not saying that I am a 10, but now that I visualize and mentally grasp the entire process, I feel like a 10. I think where we're going is a 10.
Well, total revenue and sales, I achieved where I used at least one of the strategies. When we first started with the triple bind, that really, we really focused on that. Over 100,000 in revenue. Triple bind really kind of kicked us off on the right foot, and we used that to really kind of move us towards the direction of getting focused and staying on track. So the triple bind was helpful. Since starting this course, probably won about 7 deals against the competitors who are about 5 to 10% cheaper. On a scale of 1 to 10, my confidence hitting my goals was about 3, because we had a lot of changes. There was a lot of different expectations that were laid on us. So, of course, nervous. But after the training, I'm probably about an 8 or 9 now. Really feel good about the direction we're heading and appreciate all the support that we always get. What I learned from the course that makes me feel that way is it keeps me staying on track. I kind of was more of a freewheeler, kind of, going in, and every sales presentation was a little different. I think this keeps me on track to make sure that I'm being consistent and staying consistent with our overall team. With sales scripts, again, going back to what I just mentioned, I was always a little overwhelmed about sales scripts, but now I feel like I need it because it really keeps me focused and on track, because it helps me walk the customer through the whole sales process instead of me just kind of jumping around and not staying focused enough, where I probably threw some customers off based on my interaction with them.
It's been training, so total revenue of sales I've achieved where I've used at least one of these techniques. Based on what I've looked at so far, I have about $90,000 in generated leads, projects that are signed off on. Since starting this course, I've won 3 deals against competitors who were as much as 25 to 30% cheaper.
The total revenue and sales achieved, like Randy and Ryan, I'm on the newer side, still trying to get through the training and catching up with all this storm stuff, but say about 80K in revenue. And since starting this course, I've won about 2 deals against competitors who are 10% cheaper. A lot of that has to do with working with the insurance companies and being knowledgeable about being able to work with them. So I think that was pretty important to be able to relay that information effectively to customers as well, just because a lot of them are just looking for estimates, and who's going to be able to do it for the cheapest price. So being able to effectively communicate with the customer, I think, was key with all of this storm stuff. And on a scale from 1 to 10, my confidence in hitting my sales goal was about a 3 before, because I'm new to sales, taking kind of a leap of faith on myself. But now after training, I'm feeling more of like a 7 to 8, given the process and everything. What I learned from the course makes me feel this way is being able to stick to the process can provide you with more consistent success. Taking an objection is an opportunity instead of taking it personally.
Total revenue, I have been able to close a few deals. It's about 70K. Just from the beginning, from the triple bind to the close, where you give 3 options, an infinite number of options. Just about any project, there's always other guys, but it really helps narrow down those infinite options to just a few easy ones for the customer to identify with and get in that decision-making mindset. Since I've started this course, won 4 deals against competitors who were anywhere from 20 to 30% cheaper. On a scale of 1 to 10, my confidence in hitting my sales goals was a 6 before the training, and it's a 9 now.
To blame the market or pricing, but now I take ownership of that. I used to focus on leads and timing, but now it's more about the mindset I carry into the sale, the approach with the customer. I used to think the sales scripts were stiff, but now I see they make me sound more professional and prepared, which is obviously any customer facing. That's exactly how it should be.
And then since starting this course, I've won 8 deals against competitors on an average of 10% that were below. Some of them were more. On a scale of 1 to 10, my confidence in hitting my sales goal was a 3 before the training. It's about a 7 now. What I learned from the course that makes me feel the way after learning leading, like being a leader and not just a listener in warrior selling, I closed a deal I'd written off, proving I am the solution, not the market. I appreciate my company investing in me through this training because I have made progress in a short amount of time that would have otherwise probably taken years.